Welcome back everyone to Hearts for Black Ice. And this time, we'll be trying to invade the Soviet Union. Last time we tried to invade Norway, failed, so we'll tackle a bit of a better one. For some reason, I think I can do it. You're gonna go up there and do that, actually. You're gonna advance towards Bergen. And looks like these guys are surrounded. Excellent. We might be able to surround this Norwegian division, but the other Norwegian division that's up here is actually helping them out quite well. Whereas you're gonna go around and try to complete the surround of those Norwegians, although it doesn't seem to be necessary. You're gonna have orders to continue on carrying out whatever orders you have, which is going to be important, so that the AI does not do anything stupid. You're gonna attack there, in fact. You are out of supplies, hopefully. No, you're not. Okay. What we're also gonna do is we're gonna take all the generals that are in the east and put them in their own theater. As you can see, that is most of our armed forces. By far the most. 125 divisions. Quite a lot. You're gonna be the Eastern Front. Not the Western Front, the Eastern Front. You're gonna have absolute priority over everyone else. And we're gonna see you guys are fine. So you can come up with this group of motorized troops fighting in the Southern Front. And we got a crap load of various different battles. How's the sea? They managed to reinforce their navy, but the Kriegsmarine is at least going strong, which is not what I would be expecting to happen. Unfortunately, we do have some ships that are absolutely needing repairs, so we're gonna send them off. Although that leaves our navy at a quite weak state, which is gonna have to be swallowed. No, don't do that. Oh, what are you doing? We're supposed to continue advancing. Oh, hold on. There's that line, which should be cancelled. Don't need it anymore. And what are you? Oh, right, okay. In fact, I guess you're gonna go up there. You're gonna move towards Bergen. Hopefully, the surrender of their capital will make these annoying Norwegians surrender. Oh, damn it. Looks like we lost a battle cruiser. Yes. Delete all those. And Nebelwerfer, we're never going to be able to produce any of these, at least for a long time. We're going to get the artillery upgrades instead. It's telling me I can produce more ships, but I can't actually. So we'll just... You stay there, you shit. In fact, how are these guys getting any supplies? Not quite sure as to how that is possible, so we'll have to destroy them. y'all are gonna go up there. We're gonna leave this guy to destroy that Norwegian light infantry. And how is the focus coming up? It's coming up. Eventually, it will be there. And there's a ton of Soviet forces on the border ready to meet us, but we are ready to meet them as well. Now, one thing that we're going to have to make sure that we have is things to replace what we're going to lose. So one thing that we need to do is we need to take this medium artillery, clamp it down a little bit. We need to also increase the production of medium tanks and light tanks as much as possible, and also self-propelled artillery, I think. In fact, we have a ton of armored cars, 2,400. I think we can equip our motorized divisions, these ones, with armored cars. Can we do that? Yes, we... No? Hold on. Armored car units. Yes, we can. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, what else can we put in? We could do this, but... Oh, we do have utility vehicles, but we don't have the transport vehicles, of course. I would love that field hospital. That's not going to be possible. Signal companies. Yeah, at least these guys have maintenance companies, and logistics companies, and engineer companies. Those are really the three big ones that we're going to be looking for. Medium artillery. You could also have these. So you're going to have these. You're going to need to have all the damage, just damage output that we can spare. We don't have any heavy artillery. Motorized medium artillery. Yeah, we don't have the trucks to do that. Yeah, that only decreases the movement by 5% in some terrains, so that's fine. Motorized support anti-tank, that looks like something that's going to be expensive, so we're not going to do that. Motorcycle recon. We do have the utility vehicles, but not the support equipment. Well, we need to do it. Interesting that we don't have the support equipment. Are we even producing support equipment? Where is it? Yeah, we are. Quite a lot of it, in fact, but we need to produce more of it. So let's see if we can edit out some more of our divisions that are actually using things. You're pretty kitted out. The Deutsche Afrika Corps, SS Infantry Motorized, you're pretty fine. SS Regiment, Cavalry Division, only have one. You are gonna be fine. Panzer Division 1936. We just don't have the anti-tanks. Do we have the tank destroyers? No, we don't. The big problem right now is that I don't know what kind of self-propelled artillery we're actually building. Like, I just don't know. What kind of self-propelled artillery are we even building? Because we are building some. Light SP artillery. Okay. That doesn't help me much because when I did that, light tank artillery doesn't look like it. Medium tank artillery? No. Light SP artillery. Yes, this one. We don't have enough. What would just removing it do? It would jack up the combat width. Oh, not like that would be much better. It would reduce the HP a little bit. It would increase the organization, which is very nice. It would reduce the heart attack by quite a bit. And it would reduce the piercing by a lot. So no, we need the piercing. Though we are going to replace it with the support anti-tank here, which is actually going to be better for the statistics. We also have motorcycle recon, you have logistics, you have maintenance. You could have armored cars as well, I think. Yes, you could. Perfect. So that's going to be better. And somehow it rounded out the combat width, which is exactly what I was meaning to do as well. And since they have a priority, then they're gonna get the anti-tanks before the infantry, which is exactly what I want to see. Because our panzer divisions are gonna be extremely powerful now. Even though we don't have that many of them, they are gonna be in good hands. In fact, one thing that I want to do is I want to switch around some of my division layouts, because I've got some weaker divisions commanded by better commanders, whereas I've got better divisions commanded by weaker commanders, which is not what I want to see. How is this French division? Pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a nice division. Although I think I prefer this heavily trained German division. It's fine. The SS divisions are doing fine. Then it's these, the veterans of the previous campaigns, who are also going to be incredibly important. Oh, more convoys going down, yay. We're down to 150 convoys, in fact. Not good at all. Not good at all. And there goes Norway, finally. Giving us a ton of support equipment. Yes, please. That is pretty much the most important thing that we got out of maybe any country. That is incredibly useful. You're gonna have a few divisions stay here and protect Norway, right? You're gonna be the guy doing it. No, you're a health fighter. Do we have a mountaineer? Yes, we do. You're gonna garrison this area without caring about some of these things. You're gonna guard victory points and naval bases. You're gonna get the Polizei division as well. The rest of you are gonna come up here. Just avoid the Soviets taking that area of our country. And next year, once we're finished with the Soviet Union, we're gonna deal with Sweden. Although, despite the fact that they hate us, they're gonna take a non-aggression pact. Which would what the fuck? You're supporting my enemies, you shit. No, no non-aggression pact for you. No. Absolutely not. And we have unfulfilled imports from Siam, of course. Oh, look at all those juicy divisions coming in. Small arms deal. Sending no. Oh, you're supporting Romania. Okay. Hungary supports Romania. In other news, sky's black. I think, you're still lacking trucks. That's a problem. So you're gonna stop actually doing that. Because I like you with trucks instead of without trucks. That seems to be a pretty good... Wait, what? Why do I have a division that's there? Just move. More naval battle results. Oh, we destroyed a heavy cruiser. Excellent. I wish Vichy France would send in their navy. That would be very useful right now. Oh, you know what else was? You know what else is useful? Taking out the British. And unfortunately, you don't have a plan, so you're losing out on potential bonuses by not having a plan. Raider patrols, really now. Oh, you have a paratrooper. Okay, hold on. Capital ships as raiders. You're getting air doctrines as well. Nah, we're not gonna do more of this. What we are gonna do is truck radio. Didn't we have another paratrooper somewhere? Alright, it got destroyed, I think, fighting in Norway. Which theater are you in? Right, you're in that theater. And you're gonna get a general. You're gonna have a plan. Well, eventually you're gonna have a plan. Okay, Harfing's going down here. We're moving up. We're gonna try to surround those 6 British divisions, which should be quite doable. Unless they come in and manage to get themselves... Okay, perfect. I think we can take them out. Come on, autosave. Come on, autosave. Don't be a dick. Excellent. There goes all the British. And you're gonna try to surround more British here. Even though we have supply problems. Eventually we're gonna resolve that, and we have naval combats. I might be able to surround these 2 divisions. They're just light infantry, so it should not be too hard to do. Yay, more aircraft factories. Direct ground support, though we have no actual planes to use that direct ground support doctrine. Once you guys stop attacking me, maybe I can destroy this guy. And then I can move on east again. But it's saving, so of course. I really need to get monthly autosaving in. Because I'd rather replay a month than have to wait an in real life month before the save happens. No, not save game. Damn it! I'm stupid. No. No. Oh my god. Why are you such a dick? Yeah, okay. Excellent. Game options. Game. Autosave interval monthly. Finally. Hopefully the Italians will come in and clean up behind me so that the British don't surround my divisions. And if I can surround these 7 or so, no, more like 5 British divisions, then we're gonna be golden. Excellent, Barbarossa. Gets event Barbarossa. Oh, really? And also there's people talking to me on Steam. It's okay. It's someone asking if I'm recording, which is, well, very nice of them before spamming me. Incredibly nice, in fact. Gets event Barbarossa. Not happening so far. Panzer Division. Panzer Division, Panzer Division, Panzer Division. We already have some research towards Panzers. It's gonna come in handy soon enough, but not now. Could take the Viking division. Yeah. All those combats, that's fine. How's the naval war going? Okay-ish. The air war, however, looks like our plane production has actually picked up quite a bit, which is great. It was exactly what I wanted. It's absolutely entirely what I wanted. You do not know how happy I am, although you should be able to hear that I am pretty happy. Because we're going to be able to send some of our aircraft on over to the east. And there, they'll be able to achieve air superiority over the Soviet Air Force, hopefully. Do we have more aircraft available? No, we don't. We're not that rich yet. And we also seem to have air superiority over the Netherlands, which has been the long-running fight that our planes are having with the RAF. You're gonna go away. How's Africa going? When's the event Barbarossa happening? Oh, Operation Barbarossa. Very useful. German Reich declares war on the Soviet Union. It's on, boys. And Soviets called in all their useless allies. And it looks like they're sending in a ton of people to hate me. Now you're gonna go and cautiously execute battle plans. It says that we have a very low chance of actually beating the Soviets, but I don't think so. What I see are some not exactly that good Soviet troops on the border. There's a ton of NKVD border divisions, or border groups, in fact. And not all that many actual real divisions. Problem are going to be these tank corps. Tank Corps 1940 does have a decent amount of soft attack, but our infantry divisions can pierce them. which is a welcome development, because I was afraid that my troops would not be able to pierce their stuff. Romania should be absolutely called to the German-Soviet war, along with Slovakia, and perhaps Italy as well. Not yet though. Although, Bulgaria's opinion of us is really nice. Unfortunately, we can't invite them to faction because they're a different ideology. Although it appears like they have some kind of fascist thing going. Fascist influence. I'm guessing that's because Italy got the befriend Bulgaria focus. Where is it? Somewhere here. Friend Romania. Friend Bulgaria, yes. So soon enough they'll be fascist and we'll be able to invite them in the coalition. But really the big one is Romania. We want their army to be on our side. And the Soviet armies in Romania aren't exactly in such a good... Oh, right. You're still... Wait, what? 20 division... Oh, right. I had forgotten about that. I still thought that the limit was 24. You're gonna move towards Lemberg. And then once you guys are not being attacked anymore, your prong is going to activate. Romania's in, so that opens up the southern front. Where our MON divisions are. And that's also going to activate our southern thrust towards Kiev. We'll try to get across whatever this river is into Bessarabia, although no, doesn't look like it will work. How do I stop attacking? Okay, just took a while to register. Although our attacks here are going extremely well, and we have a very nice thing. Our army is ready to push in Belarusia. Germany breaks the Molotov-Ribbentrop Act. The non-aggression pact between Germany and the Soviet Union, a surprising development to begin with, has now less surprisingly fallen apart. Germany has attacked, breaking the pact, and returned to once again openly speaking of the Soviet Union as a menace that must be faced for their visions of the future to become reality. Soviet leadership is less than pleased, but perhaps less shocked by the betrayal than disappointed that they didn't seize the opportunity first. We only signed it to bite some time for the attack. That's true, in fact. No, don't do that. What are you doing? You idiot. Looks like we're gonna have to build our defensive line here. Oh, Italy wants to join. Yes. And that's Hungary. Okay. They are apparently quite pleased that we are attacking the Soviet Union and want to help. Which is going to prove quite the thorn in the side of the Soviets, hopefully. Our troops are advancing towards Lemberg, today Lviv, in Ukraine. We are going to try to advance north of the Pripyat marshes, which are here, and south of them, so we're going to link up and try to trap the Soviets in the forests of Belarusia. How's the air war going on the Eastern Front? Doesn't appear like the Soviets are bringing in any air forces, so we can actually divvy up our air force so that it can do some more duties all over and provide support to our ground troops that way. Although we don't have any close air supports, just their presence is going to be quite the help in dealing with Soviet forces. Looks like our Kiev push is going extremely well. As looks like our northern push, it appears like they have managed to completely break through the Soviet armies. And now they're into open country. So we're gonna spread out and hopefully not get ourselves surrounded from the rear. That is going to be the job of the infantry divisions. We're also breaking through north of Grodno. Oh, looks like they have more to think of. And they assassinated Trotsky. Our second thrust is coming in quite nicely. Hungary wants to help. They are more than welcome to. We're also getting some overruns, it seems, which is extremely good. We're going to have these 6 infantry divisions divvy up into 2 groups. Some of them will advance straight towards Kaunas, the capital of Lithuania. Well, capital of Lithuania when Vilnius is not concerned. I just offended someone from Vilnius. I am absolutely certain of this. And Kaunas is the capital of Lithuania. No, Vilnius is. We're also going to have this motorized division advance in the south so that they are able to protect the flank a little bit better. Brest-Litovsk is going to be ours soon enough. We're also going to make some diversionary attacks, though looks like the Soviets are trying to bring in their cavalry to make an advance as well, which is not what I wanted to happen. But oh well. And we are going to be able to trap quite a lot of Soviet troops in this pocket. We have seen, it seems, have broken through the fortifications of the Stalin line in the south, and we have quite the push going that's going to hopefully surround some Soviet divisions in the Carpathians. Obviously, our troops that are advancing through the Pripyat marshes are going to be taking incredible amounts of attrition. Which is going to be a problem that we're going to have to deal with. And our troops attacking Brest-Litovsk are taking huge damage, perhaps foreshadowing more problems with attacking cities later on in the campaign. Hopefully not, though. The Soviets have brought in some extra troops that are equipped with good anti-tank weapons, which is a problem. So hopefully the fact that we have a medium tank division coming up is going to help with the push towards Minsk. In fact, you motorized division can go straight for Minsk. And you, light tank division, are going to complete the encirclement. Whereas these 4 light tank divisions are going to be completing the additional encirclement coming in from Vilnius up there. Brest-Litovsk is completely surrounded from all sides. And everyone but you is going to continue the offensive to try and hopefully keep them there. And make sure that none escape. We also seem to have a pretty good advance going in the south, which means that Schörner can be activated, his plan can be activated, and he can advance automatically, as well as you, Böhme. Although Böhme has a couple of divisions that are in excess, so we're going to have Hoff. Now, I just now noticed that you have no general. Well, I am very good at this game. I am extremely good at Hearts of Iron 4. Come join me, I am an absolute professional at this game. who can take over? I was thinking Hoff. Hoff himself. He's a decent general. Come on! He deserves a little more. Papa Hoff. Fun fact of trivia, this guy is the only guy out of all the German major commanders that commanded motorized or armored forces in Barbarossa that kept his job after 1941. So that's a... with how Hitler's mood was after Barbarossa, I think that would be a very, very decent achievement. Where are you two? Okay. You're gonna help with the assault on Kiev. Looks like the Romanians also have some forces out here. What I'm really looking to do is surround whatever Soviet divisions are down here, and then quickly move for Kiev and avoid them being able to put up a very good defense of it. Good. Looks like the big push towards Minsk has resulted in the surrounding of tons of Soviet armies and divisions in Yelorussia, which is exactly as it happened historically, exactly as I hoped it would happen right now. Although, I don't really want to expend motorized troops to destroy the pocket. I want to have my main motorized troops continue on forward to do some extra damage. Another thing that I want to do is surround whatever Soviet divisions might be defending Latvia. And I crashed. Fuck you.